Martino_Eduardo just resubscribed for 9 months. 9-month baby shower woo.
Hello, hello, hello. What's up, chat? Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Hey everyone.
What?
I said, hey everyone.
Oh, good. They can hear loud and clear. Perfect. What is up, boys and girls? This is Danny on the bottom right here, and we got Ryan being future as fuck on the top left.
What's up? I'm a cat.
Are you a cat? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Cat.
Ooh. Elwood says
thinking
Farber is God. Yo, chat, we need some Farber stickers on the stream right now, and I can't do it on my own. So I really want to show Ryan that. Oh, how funny.
I'm a sleepy cat.
Oh, so cute. So how are you guys doing today in this rainy Los Angeles lovely morning?
It's so beautiful outside.
Oh, dude.
I love it when it's like this.
I didn't know it was storming last night, and then Ryan texted me. He's like, "Do you see the storm?" And I opened my window, and it was nothing. And then, like 2 minutes later, it just started pouring and lightning, and I've been.
It was
Yeah,
amazing.
it was hailing.
Oh yeah,
it
I
was
didn't get any
literally like-
hail.
It was crazy. I walked outside and it was like there's like ice everywhere. It's freaky.
Yeah, we needed a proper thunderstorm like this.
Yeah,
It's so nice.
so nice. All right, chat. So I guess what we're going to do here, I'm kind of bouncing back between Twitch and YouTube to hear any questions that you have. So hello YouTube as well. I'm new to here, but I'm glad there's 11 of you watching right now. I think first things first, maybe we just play through the video, and Danny and Ryan, you guys are welcome to talk through the video if you want, have some little creators commentary.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
can take some questions afterwards if you guys have questions about how we made it. Maybe Ryan will answer you. Maybe he won't.
Haha, nobody knows.
Nobody knows. All right, let me play this video and I'll kind of mess around with it. If you guys want to watch the video on your own, just go to my YouTube page. It's like the main video right now, and you can move around on your own. But I'm going to move around for you right now. And this is a Danny Goliger remix, just so you guys know. That's our dog. Some can't be tamed, all animals play games. I caught the plague in my butterfly net. I love those butterflies.
Yeah, seriously. Ryan, you killed it with all the VFX that highlighted
love when every whole sky just turns into static noise.
Conversating in my
All of the
breath.
noise escaping from my voice.
That brain was a drawing in scanner art thing that I made years ago, and Ryan somehow found it. Also a little nod to Notice Me video.
I'm really good at like keeping files organized, so I know where everything is.
Oh, this part's really sick when the sky changes.
Can you hear it?
Oh yeah, and this. And then, did I just pause it? My bad. I'm gonna just go back a little bit though too, because this part's sick.
Can you
The sunflower sun into the sunset is like,
While
My
you're
favorite.
inside this box.
yeah, my favorite theme of the video. It's amazing.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? So
That footage is
close.
The sunflower, the CCTV episode.
I contemplate in my butterfly net.
Oh, and then when the sheep gets little laser eyes. It's so good.
Oh, you noticed that?
Yeah, duh, I noticed that the first time. And then the holographic sky. Now we're in space. Get out of here, stuff. Oh, look, the next video that comes up is your remix, Danny.
Perfect.
How cool is that? I love this part. Oh no, we're falling. Ah! And now we're in space. My only regret is that I wish we were in space for a little bit longer before the video ends. Oops, my bad.
So good.
Yeah, so that's the video that we made. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, we're gonna have to play through this little ad so I can get back to the... There we go. Okay. So anyways, that's our video. So we're gonna take some questions from the chat. If you guys have any questions about the video, how we made it, what gear we're using, how it came about, I don't know. How did that guy put his whole body in a green screen? That's a relevant question, but
that doesn't
Ryan, go ahead.
matter. I don't know what you're talking about, first of all. This is my normal body, and I don't know, I feel a little bit insulted, or I don't know.
Attacked.
I feel a little bit attacked. I mean, this is just, I was born this way,
He
so
was
I don't
born
know.
that way. Fernando
But
wants to know
that's-
what roof this is.
Oh, it's this, well, that's top secret. Okay.
No questions are getting answered
No
by Ryan.
questions. Let's see.
It's a top secret rooftop of Ryan's house.
Yes, very top secret. What gear were you using? I saw the SP555. Yeah, that's the one that I was using. And then what sequencer was being used? Danny?
So the main heart of my rig for this video is an Electron Octatrack, which is an 8-track sampler and an 8-track MIDI sequencer. So I'm using that to send MIDI all around to sync up the synth, or the two synths, which is an analog keys and a make noise O-coast, which is like a semi-modular kind of thing. But it all clocks off the Octatrack.
Nice. How long did it take to make? We recorded and filmed the video all in one day. It took, I'm not sure exactly how much time Ryan actually spent on the editing process. He seems to be getting faster though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I wish I had a faster computer. So if anyone wants to help me or has any tips on building faster computers that can handle VR and 360 video, that would be helpful, because my MacBook Pro almost died. I feel like as I was editing this, it was gonna explode.
And that's saying a lot, because I feel like your computer's always about to explode because you always have so much stuff going on at once.
Yeah, I'm just like, if I'm not editing 360 videos, I'm trying to like train AI on something. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, um, it was a process, but made it through.
Um, Another question here. Fernando wants to know, did you run an extension cord from your apartment or is there power on the roof?
Oh, well, I can comment. We have wireless power actually at my house. We just installed it.
Oh my God.
It's actually this like prototype Tesla like wireless power thing.
There you
Yeah.
have it, Fernando. Wireless power.
It's real.
Brought to you by Elon Muscular.
It's very future.
Lord Musk.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's shit. Madison coming in with that ban hammer, the delete questions that aren't about the video hammer. Let's go to
Yeah.
YouTube and see if YouTube's got any questions. You are the best. Eilish. What? Get out of here. Okay. No, that's not a question about the video. Okay, well, I guess YouTube doesn't have any questions about the video. They just think Ryan's funny, which is true.
I'm not funny. This is my life.
What was the inspiration behind the video concept? Yeah, so basically, Danny texted me one day this video of him doing his part of the live performance, like, I don't know, in his living room or something. And he was like, we should make a live performance video of the remix that I made, that he made, because we just put that out pretty recently. So you can also listen to that on Spotify or wherever. But I thought it was really cool. And so then I made a version at my house, and I kind of comped it together into a really rough version of the video. And then I got this sick YouTube grant where they gave us a little bit of money to make a video specifically for YouTube, which is what we did. And it kind of spiraled from there as far as the ideas. We sort of knew what we were going to do going into it. I brought a big green screen, but we didn't actually decide that we were going to put it on the floor until right before we started filming. But maybe Danny, if you want to pick up on any inspiration you had.
I think well, for the video specifically, the original idea was to take the green screen and wrap it behind part of us, or like one half of the rooftop space, and try to shoot the thing in 360. But then as we got down to it, we started to realize that it was gonna maybe look kind of weird, that the green screen portion would have ended, and you would have been able to see all around it in 360 anyways. So then we just decided to sit on it and ask Ryan if he could like key out the floor below us. And yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of the concepts for the VFX started to happen in editing. So maybe Ryan wants to pick up there, but I think we were just kind of flipping through a lot of footage that he had on his computer to see if anything looked cool, if we plopped it into the video, and some stuff started sticking, like the sunflower and the CCTV and whatnot. And then, yeah, I don't know, Ryan, if you want to take it from there and talk about how you tightened it up.
Or what your inspiration was.
Yeah.
Well, I would say I was trying to keep it, what's the word? Like, I don't know, I guess Mija and I have created various visual pieces over the years, and I wanted to, throw some of that stuff in there, because you just create like so much, but a lot of it doesn't get used. So even though we reuse some footage in there, I wanted to like, maybe throw some little extra stuff in there.
Little homages.
Yeah.
To past
But
work, yeah.
I think this is more of definitely a first like experimental thing. I've been wanting to like try this kind of format just to see what it's like. I think next time it'll be even more epic, but this was like, oh, let's just see what we can make look cool without my computer exploding.
Yeah, this was our first time doing a 360 video like this before. So
Do you guys remember how the concept of the sunflower sunset into nighttime thing came about? I don't really remember, like, if we were watching something or.
well, Ryan pulled up the sunflower and we put it in the sky because we were like, obviously that could be a sun. And then I remember us talking about it becoming a sunset, but I don't think that Ryan actually did that until we left.
Yeah, we were filming at sunset too, so maybe
Yeah.
that was part of the inspiration.
Yeah, and then I realized like, oh, it'd be dope if the sun set, like in the video. I was like, how am I gonna do that? And then I remembered, like, you can just. Oh fuck! Sorry, one sec.
We lost
Yeah,
him.
you can you can fuck with the footage to make it look like it's nighttime. So I sorry, just repping some.
Oh,
Yeah, so
he's wearing the OG shirt. I don't even have one of those. Damn.
Yeah,
Ryan
so-
saves everything.
I'm what they call a data hoarder. I realized that there's a subreddit for data hoarders, and it's really weird. I don't know what these people are hoarding, but I definitely have so much fucking data. But it's good because like, you know, when the internet collapses and the apocalypse happens, like you gotta save your memes and shit. Like memes are gonna be the currency, and
I mean,
okay, we're
data's
getting off
already
topic.
currency, so you're fucking rich.
But yeah, I think the sunset looked pretty sweet. I don't know if do you think it looked cool?
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. I mean, I have so many favorite parts of the video. The sunset is really cool. It kind of gives that whole shift into the song to like keep that momentum and keep it getting crazier and crazier. I do also like all of the lyrics on the floor, and I love the static noise that goes into it.
I
And the
think if
mouse,
Sorry.
feedback.
if I had more time and a more powerful, I know I keep complaining, but I would have made some like way crazier shit. But this is V1, you know, like V2 video will be crazier once I get my fucking RTX 3090s.
I saw someone ask what kind of camera we used.
That's this prototype from Tesla.
It's a fucking
new-
GoPro. Don't listen to him.
It's a prototype.
It's not even that like exclusive of a camera, Ryan.
Yeah, everybody go make cool VR videos with it on your own. It's a Tesla GoPro.
Tesla GoPro.
Yeah. If you must know, it's a GoPro Max, and it's actually pretty sick. Very easy to
Super
use, and looks pretty great.
And
Ooh,
that-
Ryan, I have a question for you actually that my friend asked me the other day. He wanted to know a little bit about the plugins and the process for like dealing with the 3D footage with Premiere. Like, what do you do with that again?
So that's kind of depends on what. There's a plugin that GoPro makes that you can you know, use in Premiere that helps you like move around. But I think if you want to make VR videos, Premiere natively supports it, so you can just
Okay.
import your 360 videos, and it just like you can move around inside of them.
So there's a
And-
special format of the video where Premiere knows that it's like a 360 thing and it knows what to
Yeah.
do with that. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so that's nice. You don't have to do like too much unless you want to get crazy with it and do like more 3D stuff. Then you have to do like go into like other programs like After Effects or
Sure.
something.
Cool. Yeah.
So that kind of answers the question how we got into, or what was the question? What made you guys decide to try out VR? Well, me and Ryan already love VR. We both have Oculus sets. And yeah, with the 360 camera, it's just very easily integrated. Like if you want to watch it in VR, you just go to your browser, like your internet browser in your headset and just type in the little thing and then it already works. So we didn't even have to really make it for VR. It was already VR compatible.
I think next time we could actually do it in legit VR, like somehow.
We'd have to get
Like-
like those like whole suits though, no?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Body
there's so much
tracking suits.
crazy shit you can do. Like, I don't know. I would, yeah, we should do it in like WeChat or something. I mean, a VR chat.
In WeChat. You're trying to CCTV.
Yeah.
Will spot us on WeChat. There's another question here. How many times did you perform the video?
Ooh,
How
good
many
question.
times do you think?
I
we
think
did?
this was like take.
This
yeah,
was the
what's
last
that?
one.
This was the last take, but I think it was like the 6th. We just kept doing it while the sun was setting, and actually, it just so happened that the one that we were the happiest with was right as the sun was going down, so the light was super flat and even, and it looked great too. So I think,
Yeah. So probably like 6 times.
yeah, ish.
Yeah, we started at like 4 and we just did it over and over again until the sun went down, and the last take was our favorite. So that was cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that an Erica between the electrons?
It's a make noise O-coast. So it's semi-modular. I haven't yet tried to take out my full modular case for live performing yet, although maybe for the next video I'll bust out the bigger case with more modules. But yeah, in case you're curious, I sequenced the O-coast off of the analog keys. It can send CV gate and all that stuff.
Sorry,
Ryan's-
just a little more exclusive.
Ryan's
Wow.
doing a full
Bling.
Made by Mija fashion show right now. I gotta get you some new stuff, Rye.
I know.
That new.
Need all the paper clips.
Unsmashed asked, are you able to tell how many viewers have seen in VR headset versus not VR? Thoughts on doing a live VR show where attendees can walk around? Yeah, so that kind of goes back to before. If we were to film it for VR, then I think we'd be able to do a little show where people can walk around in it. But I'm not able to tell how many people have seen it in VR or not. I just know that if you have a headset, you can watch it. And me and Danny are absolutely massive in size in VR, which is pretty fucking fun.
Yeah. I had actually never, I'm like so behind on all this crazy VR stuff compared to Amber and Ryan. And I had never tried on a VR headset at all before the day that we shot the video. So putting one on and seeing us like giant sized
So
the
big.
night after we shot was a pretty interesting experience, to say the least.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I showed it
And-
to George in VR and he was like, this is so sick. And he doesn't even really like VR normally.
Yeah, I guess my question to everyone would be, like, does everyone think that this is a viable like medium for art? I mean, not. Let me rephrase that.
No pressure.
I guess it's hard to do this because VR obviously isn't the most accessible thing. Even 360 videos aren't really accessible yet. It's not to the point where you can just like pull out your phone and just, I'm in VR now. It's like, kind of difficult. So I guess my question is, does everyone kind of see that this is like, are we gonna go in this direction? Like, I feel like we are, but I can't tell.
I think
I
once
have
it
the
becomes
thought.
more accessible for everybody, like less expensive.
Yeah. I also could see a situation where, so there's been a lot of technologies that have started in like specific venues for that technology, right? Like even movies, people used to have to go to the theater originally because obviously like projection and sound systems weren't accessible to people. So I could see situations where like maybe large scale venues that are like a store that you walk into that just has a bunch of headsets that you can rent and you can buy tickets to the latest, Mija concert or something, like going to the movies or whatever.
That's cool.
I could see something like that potentially becoming widespread as like the first step towards it
Well,
really diffusing.
that's my other question. When things get back to normal, are people gonna like? Are we just gonna all be at our house going to shows, and is going to shows in real life? Is that gonna be like a novel thing?
That's an interesting question.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it depends on the pandemic, really, because I think there is something like very, no matter what, like there's always going to be something super romantic about going to a show in person versus going to a show at your house. Like, I do think
agree.
that, like, I think AR is going to probably become a bigger thing than VR sooner. So maybe AR will kind of be that medium between full VR experiences and
I think it's
live
hard.
stuff.
It's hard to recreate the experience of being in a crowd with people sharing the experience at the same time together. That being said, though, I've been thinking about this because like eventually at some point you're going to be able to create experiences in VR that people can't create in a live performance space. But then it also makes me wonder about maybe in the future there'll be different type of artists, like artists who are really good at putting on these virtual type of events and creating worlds for people to come live in, but maybe they wouldn't be so good at performing in front of a room of people and working the crowd. And then you might have some artists who like nowadays get very well known because they can really work the room and do really well in front of a crowd. So you might get this little split, you know, amongst artists as well.
Totally. And realistically, like in VR chat right now, like there's people that live on VR chat, and I sometimes, like, me and Ryan will hang out in VR chat sometimes, and it really does feel like you're with that person. So I don't really know how that's going to affect like the feelings that you get from being with people at a live show versus being with people in a virtual show.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can actually comment on that. Like, I don't do VR that much. I'm not like, that like well informed about it, I guess. I'm not in it all the time, is what I'm saying. But in my few experiences I have done it, it like, you definitely do feel like a connection to people around you. And just being able to like sit with someone in a little virtual room, it's like, you do, although it's not like being next to someone in real life, I think your brain kind of adapts to it
Pretty quickly,
and,
too.
like,
I felt like
yeah.
we were really hanging out. Like, that was the first time we got to hang out in months because of the pandemic and everything. And we were just running around, like, as if it was nobody's business. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was sometimes it's just it's like more fun than real life, obviously, because you know, you can be like turn into whatever you want, like fuck around
Yeah.
without any real, like, you know, you can do anything. It's sick. But and then I get nauseous after like 30 minutes, and then I want
Yeah.
to throw up. But
we're
no,
noobs.
that's gonna be fine. Like,
Everyone
that's
says you get
them.
used to that and you get over it.
I also wonder, I get curious about how the sound system type of experience will evolve for VR as it gets better, because, you know, like even good headphones for me don't really replace that feeling of like huge subs kind of like rattling your chest. But then
Yeah.
it makes me think about, you know, there are products coming out like Sub Pack, things that I think were targeted towards gamers, but are now maybe moving towards audiophiles as well, where it can like sort of shake your body a little bit when the subs hit. And I'm curious to see how that audio technology unfolds, because if it gets to the place where like you can get that chest rattling live show type of experience, but sort of more quietly in your own home, then that might go a long way towards it feeling like a real live show, as for me at least.
Sub packs have been around for a long time, though. And I
They
feel like they
have,
didn't
yeah.
really pick up as fast as like we thought they were going to. Because
Yeah.
I remember being, when I first moved to LA, Sub Pack was reaching out to some people, like producers, and their pitch was like, you want to be able to feel the bass and feel the subs that you can't, like that you would hear live. And that was kind of the point of it. But yeah, I think moving towards like gaming and live virtual performances, that would be a really good market for them to tap into.
Yeah.
I mean,
used...
ultimately, yeah.
Oh no, go ahead, Brad.
I was gonna say, ultimately, like, it's not a matter of like if technology will be good enough, just like when, and it's
Right,
just,
right.
you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm just super stoked because it's just like a cool new thing to explore, and there's already people
Absolutely.
doing crazy insane shit with it, and
Absolutely.
like, we're trying to catch up with it, but you know.
I get very excited because I'm such like an audio nerd about like 3D audio and what they're doing in video games right now, as far as like sort of placing objects in physical space that have sound. Because I think the idea of creating musical like concert type of experiences that you could navigate through in VR, but have this object oriented audio where maybe like as you approach something, this aspect of the piece gets louder, and as you walk across the VR space, then another part of the piece starts getting louder, and you can create this like three-dimensional experience that lives all around the listener. I think will be very, very interesting in the future, and they're already starting to do stuff like that.
Ryan, I have a
Acoustics.
question for you.
Yeah.
53 Chin wants to know, if you die in VR, do you die in real life?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, we should have learned that from fucking Ready Player One.
Sorry, that wasn't not a real question, but I thought you'd enjoy that one.
I mean, yeah, like I think eventually we're all gonna be we're all gonna be Neuralinked,
You can cuss, it's fine.
and we're I mean, I'm trying to get Neuralinked ASAP. I tell everyone that, but I mean, if there's a point where we can just switch into VR mode in our brains without having to, you know, wear any peripheral devices, it could be a point where your brain can't tell the difference, obviously, and you know, it's kind of like Inception, and I don't know, who knows? It's kind of like an unknown, but I don't know. I'm excited for whatever happens.
Here's another good question that's sort of related to that. Yassi Spaghetti, is that Yassi? Anyways, says, are any of you guys as artists mentally or even physically preparing to potentially continue performing in half IRL, half URL type of venue post-COVID? I have a feeling that we'll be living in a middle point for a while, best of both worlds type of situation. For me, I've been trying to figure out a way how to create a virtual version of myself in like bot form for a while with Ryan. It's been an ongoing project. So I think that we're maybe slightly more prepared than most artists, just because this is something that we've already been incredibly interested in and excited to do. But I think that even like without the pandemic, even with just the way that the internet is moving these days, I think that there's going to be like that half IRL, half URL situation for a lot of artists.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like, I think I don't know, the internet's a point where it's so hard to tell what's real and what's not, obviously, but I think people just, I don't know, personally, I don't really care anymore if you're just like, I feel like everyone, I can just refer to everyone as like entities now. It's like you're not a human or an artist, you're just like this entity online. Like, even if you're an artist making music, or you're like an artist making memes using other artists' music, it's like, it's personally, it's so hard for me to trace like the original source of anything, because everything gets reused and like remixed so fast and so many times. Like, if you go on TikTok, you'll just like watch some videos, like I don't even know who the artist is that made these songs or anything. It's like, it's so hard to just kind of like sift through the history of art. So I feel like there's just, everyone is like an entity, and we're all like making art, and everyone's like passing around our like arts entities. I don't know if I'm making sense.
You look crazy right now in this video also.
Yeah, I think no matter what, like whether, like, I'll be honest for myself, I really miss playing out, like live shows in front of people, being on the road. However, whether, it doesn't matter like what I want, because the virtual performance spaces are here to stay. And as the technology gets better, like relating to what we've been talking about, that side of the music industry is only going to grow and grow. And so like, yeah, as artists, I think we all have to be ready to perform more often in virtual space. But that being said, like I can't wait to get back out and perform in front of people as well. But I think, you know, finding ways to do both and stretch the boundaries of what you could do in person through the virtual performances, that's what excites me. And then, you know, getting back to your roots of being able to play in front of people will also be fun as well when you get a chance to do that. So
That's why I feel like AR will become popular first, because AR is a little bit less inside the box, you know? So I feel like if AR actually comes around and maybe we have like those little AR glasses or whatever that Google and other companies are making, like at live performance shows, if you had AR goggles, you were live, you were there, you could feel the music, you could feel the vibrations and all the people and everything. But you also get that like crazy visual experience through AR.
Did you guys ever see Flying Lotus's 3D show that he was touring for a while?
So good.
Like something like that where they just hand out glasses to everybody at the beginning, I thought was just so cool. And I was like, this is the beginning of us seeing things like that. They're going to become more commonplace for sure.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that was a sick one. Did you see?
Amazing.
Right, you were there, right, for that one?
I remember at Form, Arco Santi, he did the,
Yeah.
it was the 4D live show, right? Is that what he called it? It was like 3D
I
or
forget,
4D.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the visuals
Yeah,
were just popping out of the stage,
How
and
would it be
the sound
4D?
is incredible.
There wasn't like smells or anything.
Time.
Yeah.
All,
Space.
yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Someone said they saw it at Lightning in a Bottle, but like, how the fuck did everyone get 3D glasses at Lightning in a Bottle? That is way more people than Arco Santi.
Yeah, that's yeah. There's also oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say there's some crazy technology coming out with like volumetric displays and shit. I don't know if anyone's looked into it, but yeah, I think there's like some crazy shit that you can make like 3D displays without needing any glasses, which would be cool.
Yeah,
I'd like to experiment with that.
that would be sick.
So cool.
Well, dope.
Um,
Is there any more questions in the chat, or do you guys have anything else you want to say? Now's your big opportunity to speak in front of the masses. Ryan, don't be nervous.
I'm so nervous.
Oh, someone recognized Nishijo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone on YouTube. Hell yeah. Shout out Unknown from YouTube for seeing that. Do you think in the future the vast majority of music videos will be made in VR?
At some point.
I think right now it's like not yet. Maybe in the future, but
At some point, I think for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, again, the technology has to get to a point where it's literally like putting on a shirt or something, where it's so easy that you don't have to think about it, and that's when like it will become like mainstream. But for now, it's like there is kind of like a barrier to entry. So I don't know. But I think people should definitely keep pushing the boundaries and what's possible.
I think
obviously.
the cool thing about watching technology progress is that the previous forms of technology still stay relevant in their own ways. So like at some point, I do think most music videos will be done in 3D, but once in a while you'll get an artist who wants to go back and explore a two-dimensional medium, maybe use film or something to just create a different kind of experience, and that by contrast will be cool as well. So I don't necessarily see like new technologies as eliminating old ones. They just all start to live with each other at some point,
Nice. That kind of answered this other question that said, what do you see as the most technically challenging part of bridging art with technology? That's more of like a segue into that question, at least.
Oh, I I can here. I'll go after you go. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Ray.
No, go
Take
ahead.
it.
I was gonna say, I think the key with art and technology is making, well, first, how do you define art? But I think the key is making the art come first and the technology serves the needs of the art. So it's one thing to like, you have a good idea and you want to make something and you try and get the idea to be the best it can be and the most beautiful form it can be, and then you bring in the technology to help you. I think sometimes when you do it in reverse, when you're like, I have this technology and then let's make art with it, you can do that too, but sometimes it feels like more like a showcase for the technology than actually like, oh, this is like how this is my art, this is me as an artist and how I feel. So sometimes, like, I don't know, if you look at like James Cameron is a good example of a director who like invents new technologies for his movies to serve his needs, because like his ideas are so grand and like what he needs is like so insane that he like literally needs to develop new things to like create it. So I'm a proponent of like having a beautiful idea and whoever you are as an artist, as a human, as an entity, getting the idea out and then having this technology serve that idea, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
If you don't need the technology, then don't put it in. You know what I mean? If don't put it in because you feel like you need to add something. I don't know if that makes sense.
Amber, do you want to go?
Yeah, I mean, I think I feel like Ryan's answer is pretty good. I like his. I don't really have.
Yeah, I have like just like one little thing that I would add. For me, like, it always needs to serve like an emotional purpose and like there's like a humanistic side to art that I always want to see. And technology, just like Ryan said, should be a tool to that end and not necessarily, like technology can occasionally get in the way of a certain amount of emotional expression. And I know this to be true from music, but that being said, if it's used as a vehicle for whatever that emotional connection is, like that's my only hope, is like as it moves forward and gets more advanced, that we don't lose that like emotional piece that makes it really speak to people at the end of the day. I don't know. I hope that made sense.
Yeah.
I agree.
I wonder like how to differentiate that is like, what am I trying to say? Like, what is that piece that makes it emotional? Is that like the human aspect of it? And then how far can you take it before that starts to go away? Like, what do you mean, like, in regards to music? Like, what technology in music have you experienced that took away the expression and the emotion?
Yeah, that's a funny question because like I like some of the most electronic, like tech music that there is. Like I find there to be like extremely emotive things in aspects of like Aphex Twin and like really glitchy IDM that's super digital and computerized. But I think something that I'm always looking for is that there's a little aspect of it being kind of broken sounding, that it sounds a little fucked up, that somebody, maybe they took the technology and they abused it and did something that it's maybe not designed to do. And for me, that always adds like a very human touch. Like if something sounds really pristine and perfect, or if it looks really pristine and perfect, and the technology is being used exactly as it was designed, then oftentimes it doesn't connect with me. But like, if there's something in there that's like they're doing something very technically impressive, but it's also kind of fucked, and they're, it makes it seem almost effortless in that way, then I really like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That makes sense. Well, shit, let's see here. I feel like we've answered a lot of questions. I feel like Ryan is now...
I just love talking about shit. Like,
Ryan is playing keys.
Oh yeah, I'm Black MIDI now. mode.
You look like you're just doing that like a learn how to play piano app. All right. Do you guys have any more questions? Should we watch the video again? Do another replay for anybody who just got in the chat late and hasn't seen it?
I'm down.
Okay.
Yo, sorry, real quick. I
Yeah.
just see a comment from somebody named Unsmashed talking about spatial music and trying to build a room with spatialized music. And he's asking for stems. And yeah, if you have the ability to make something like that and you need some audio, like definitely let's get in touch.
Oh, I
'Cause
think I have their contact.
Do you know, Amber, do you know who that is?
Yeah. Also here, I'll send a little whisper in chat so we don't forget. Unsmashed, I'm sending you a whisper in chat so I can link you up with Danny.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds so sick. If you are a person who could build something like that, then let's do it.
Cool. I just sent you a whisper, Unsmashed. So send me your email and then that would be sick. Spatial. Brian's been talking about that for a while too, haven't you?
So cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's like I remember that tour we did at that place. I think it was like, oh, what was it called? Remember the rig? We went into that room and they had like a 360 sound. It was you remember, Amber? It was like the band practice tour where you're picking up gear and
Picking up the gear.
oh, maybe you weren't there.
I don't think I was there for that. That was probably you and Megan.
Oh.
Because I flew in.
Oh, it was something crazy. I can't remember, but basically it was a room filled with 360 speakers, but the idea was to format it for like an arena tour where it's like 360 sound. So I can't remember what it was called.
There have been composers that have been experimenting with stuff like this for a really long time. Like Lamont Riley in New York in the 60s set up this apartment in Manhattan basically that had speakers rigged throughout the entire thing that are just droning these different tones. And the tones are slightly out of tune with each other, so they beat at different frequencies, but depending on where you're standing in the room, you're going to get a different relationship between the tuning and the relative volume between the different tones. So everybody standing in different places around the room will hear like different sort of throbbing, pulsating beat frequencies. And yeah, I don't know. I think stuff like that is so amazingly cool. And now with digital technology, you don't have to have a whole apartment to do it. So I don't know. Yeah.
What do you guys think about the new technology that they're like basically they're headphones without having to wear headphones? Like I don't know how it does it exactly, but it like reroutes the frequencies to go directly to you, so only you can hear it as if you're wearing headphones. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
It's like phased array audio.
Yeah.
It's phased array speakers. Yeah, that shit is sick.
I gotta write that down. That sounds tight.
It's insane.
Yeah, basically it's like using a lot of tiny little speakers to like beam audio right to like you can like move it around. I think it's used primarily in like shit like museums where you're like standing at a like a exhibit and they can like beam audio right into you to like explain, to give you like some narrative or something.
I feel like that could also be used in a concert, like arena tour type setting where it's like, you can't hear it from everywhere, but if it's beamed directly to you, it doesn't matter where you're standing.
Check this out. I've been really interested in that because that could solve so many problems. Imagine like monitors on stage.
Oh my
having
God.
those
yes.
speakers that can just fucking beam. All you have to do is put like a tracker on your head, and then the speaker will just beam audio like right into your head, so there's no feedback.
No
anymore.
feedback. Oh my God. Yo, why aren't they doing that?
No one better take that idea. That's my idea.
We have the technology.
Dude,
I'm
honestly,
sure someone already developed it. But
that is brilliant. Wow. Crazy. I would love that.
yeah, let's collab. Let's build it.
Honestly,
Let's build. Link and build.
So down.
Yeah, if anyone has an audio acoustical engineers in here, anyone has 3D printers, think we need all of the following.
Yeah.
Got
If
a
you have any of
prototype.
those things, hit me up.
Rapid prototyping.
Okay, but seriously, Danny, check out those shepherd tones. That's what
Oh yeah,
Tom Weeb says.
shepherd tones.
Oh my god.
Have
yeah.
you guys seen, what is that movie called? The British are stuck on the beach, and it came out a couple of years ago. It's like a World War II
Dunkirk?
movie. Dunkirk. Thank
I've
you.
never seen that.
I'm such a history nerd. I can't believe I forgot the name. But I think the score is Hans Zimmer, and he used a bunch of shepherd tones throughout the movie. Basically, it's a way that you manipulate, I think, 2 or 3 pitches so that they sound like they're constantly rising. And it's one of the most like weird, off-putting,
Oh, I know what that is.
on edge things
Yeah.
where you're just like kind of sitting, like watching the whole time, like freaking out, like, why am I so fucking anxious? And then you
I
realize
love that shit.
because the tone has been rising consistently, like without stopping for who knows how long, 10 minutes. And you're just like, fuck, like what's going on? It's pretty
I
crazy.
need to resolve.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's like every Nicholas Jar song ever.
right.
There's a
right.
there's a Claude Von Stroke song that does that, I'm pretty sure. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
There's also this old
Machine Drum made a song like that too, I think.
And Daniele Papini, Church of Nonsense. It's a song that Fortet was playing forever that just has this rolling bass line that sounds like it's like rising for the whole. I'm gonna put a link in the Twitch soon so everybody can hear it.
We could play it.
on their own time. Oh, okay. Word. Hold on.
Yeah, put the link in the chat. Or just tell me what to search on YouTube.
Look up Church of Nonsense
Oops. My bad.
by Daniele, Daniele Papini, Papini.
There we go.
Yeah, it's called Church of Nonsense. Really, really cool track. Just like rising the whole time.
Can you guys hear it?
Let me see if I unmute the Twitch, probably. Yeah.
Well, you should be able to hear it in Zoom. Chat, can you hear it?
No.
No?
I can't hear it. But
I can't hear it in the Zoom, but when I
Oh,
unmute the
they
Twitch,
hear it.
it's there.
They hear it.
Yeah. Fortet played this at Coachella, and it was absolute madness. It went the fuck off.
I feel like I've heard this before.
You probably have. It's like a random ass song from 2010, but I do really like the way the bass line is programmed to just kind of.
Just always feels like it's going
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I also love, I don't know, that stuff kind of reminds me of microtonal music, and I won't get into that because that's a whole other thing, but I'm a big fan.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. I am so microtonal, whatever that song is called.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's gonna be our outro song for this stream.
I literally, like, the first time I heard some, like, microtonal or just polychromatic or whatever, I'm not sure, I like, literally felt different emotions. Because you literally, like, hear notes in between the notes that you're so used to, like,
Totally.
we're so locked as, like, Western listeners. I won't speak for all cultures, but as, like, Western ears, we're so used to, yeah.
Indian music has quarter steps.
Oh yeah.
So, but have you guys read at all about A440 versus A432? This is like super nerdy stuff, but all of Western tuning, you know, like the way a scale is set is completely arbitrary. Like you could move what A is tuned to by a few hertz in any direction, and for most of time with music, standard A tuning was 432 hertz, and at some point in the last few hundred years, somebody changed it to be tuned to A being 440. And I mean, it's super nerdy. I don't, you know.
They know what you're talking about in the chat.
Yeah. It's people write about how music that's performed or written or played in A432 versus A440 just feels different when you've grown up listening to everything being tuned like a very particular way. I don't know, kind of interesting stuff. I think
Super interesting.
it gets into that sort of like you know, universal vibrations, like how do our bodies interact with the vibrations of the universe type of stuff.
Like what
I
makes
have,
us feel different
yeah.
emotions.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I have there's one guy that makes really sick microphone music. Oh my god.
Is it the person that made the I Am So Microtonal video?
No, that's a different one. That guy's pretty cool. He does like really beautiful piano, like ballad stuff. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna find this.
Ooh, Amber, you just got a good question in the Twitch chat.
What?
Hi Mija, could you recommend a color? I will dye a part of my hair, and I thought blue, but now you're here, it'd be super cool if you would recommend one.
Toddy Stark, dye it green because right now your name is green in the chat, and I really like green. Maybe
Oh,
like
Sevish.
a seafoam. What is it called, Ray?
Okay, the guy's name is Sevish.
How do you spell it?
Sevish.
Okay.
But he makes like pretty sick like microtonal drum and bass and like hip hop.
Just
Wow.
like Sevish.
Sevis, Sevis. He also like runs this. I don't know if he still does, but he like ran this music blog that was just like it was all microtonal music, and it was like microtonal electronic music. So because I found that a lot of microtonal stuff is like sometimes it's hard to listen to. It's like a bit of a workout for your brain
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
so like you're not used to that sound. But I think he has pretty good taste, and he would repost or post stuff that's like, oh, I can like listen to this, but it's still fucking weird as hell.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I
for
mean, the
me,
song I'm playing is cool right now.
it really
Yeah.
depends what kind of mood I'm in. Like sometimes I want music that's an intellectual exercise a little bit, and like I want to think about it, and then sometimes you just like want it to wash over you and be comfortable, and you don't have to think about it at all. So
I love this so far.
Which one are you playing?
Spuffled Norclax. 17 Ego
Wait, let me-
drum and bass. It's cool.
There's one you should play. You should play. Islands is pretty cool. Islands is like, I don't know, he samples like this, I don't know whether it's like gamelan, like Indonesian gamelan.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Sounds like the shit from Akira, but it's like this sick breakbeat drum and bass.
Got it.
Ryan, how'd you find out about this guy?
Man, I went on a black hole one day, just like an internet black hole. I found this this woman on YouTube who has these special keyboards that have like hundreds of keys, and that can play polychromatic music, right? Please correct me if I'm saying the wrong thing.
No, I
but,
think that's the term. Or a term.
yeah, like I guess. Yeah, so she has MIDI keyboards that can play like sort of
Just half steps, like
like quarters, like yeah, like oh, it's so crazy. And then I just went into this whole spiral of like, what are these sounds? Like I haven't heard, like you know, you can hear it in other cultures' music, like, but this was like something different. So I just went into this black hole, and then I found, you know, this blog of like all this microtonal music. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
And it was this guy, Sevish.
Yeah, Sevish. He was the guy that like ran it.
I love
And then I
this
just
song.
downloaded like a whole playlist. Again, it's like some of it is a bit, it's like acquired taste, but it's like, I feel like microtonal is, it's like drinking a really, or like, it's like
Drinking a Campari.
Yeah, it's like drinking Campari. It's like this doesn't taste good, but it tastes really good, and I feel something.
Yeah.
That, like,
It tastes different.
It doesn't taste good, but I look really fucking cool drinking it.
Oh my god. That's real.
Damn.
I feel like he does it really tastefully though. Like
That's what I
it
mean,
doesn't feel
yeah.
overwhelming.
Yeah, like some of it is like, okay, this doesn't taste very good, but Savage music, like some of this track are like, yeah, like this is very tasty. And also, like, I feel like Tyler, the creator, did some microtonal shit in his last album, like Earthquake or whatever. Like, there were some songs in there which were like pretty microtonal. I was like, damn, this is sick. Hold on, I gotta find this.
Do you guys know the song Neotech 72 by AFX? It's AFX Twin. It's like one of his
Neotech 7 what?
Neotect, so Neotekt 72 by AFX.
Yeah.
It's got some very strange tuning going on with this song.
Oh, here we go. Doesn't help that I can't see anything. I mean, I can see stuff clearly because this is my normal body.
Yeah, your face is always like that.
Oh yeah, and there's some pretty cool plugins, dude. If you want to do like microtonal music, like there's this keyboard. It's like what is it? A Rhodes emulator, but you can like change the tuning of it, so you can change the scale, and then you can like play the keys, and you'll have like more.
Yeah.
So you go.
I started experimenting with stuff like this a little bit in Max recently, because you know, in order to get equal temperament tuning, which is what we're used to, you need to scale the changes in frequency as you go up, because like the difference between a C and a D when you're higher up on the keyboard is much more of a hertz difference than when you're really low on the keyboard. That difference might be like 10 hertz, and when you're up high, it might be say 100 or 200 hertz. So you have this logarithmic scale of tuning, which is called equal temperament. But you can, in Max, because you have to program all that stuff in, you can start to fuck with that and do, you know, even tunings, or just make these super bizarre things where like your intervals start getting bigger as you go up higher on the keyboard, and really, really super bizarre stuff like that. I don't know. This is getting very nerdy, I hope. So just still interested in this.
Oh yeah, Savage is still like active. I think he just like put out some new music or something.
Yeah, the first song that I played was from last month.
Oh, weird, yeah.
We have one other question in the chat. This probably was asked before, but how did you do your 360 video effects on the sky? I mean, you can't put a green screen on the sky.
That's what you think.
Yeah, well, actually, I have this prototype green screen
Pause the music for this.
sky.
Everything's a prototype.
Yeah, I have my.
Everything's
I
in
have.
Neuralink.
Well, no, I mean, I have
Tesla green
I
screen.
my friend has. Do you know like the jets that, you know, like chemtrails, you know, in the sky? It's not chemtrails, but
Oh my
the
God.
contrails. I have a friend that has this plane that has special green screen contrails. So I just hit him up and I was like, yo, can you real quick just do some passes over my house so we can green screen the sky out later? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. Unfortunately, all our entire budget for the video went to that, but I think it was worth it.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
So that's how we got the stuff in the sky. Oh my God. Totally worth
Yes.
it.
Very much. Should I do a face reveal?
You guys
Oh,
want to see
yeah.
Ryan's face? You're still going to be so small in the corner, but yeah.
Face reveal.
Chat, let me see some ones if you want to see Ryan's face. No, we good. Ouch. Ouch. I'm going to put a 1 in the chat.
That's what I like to hear. I'm also surprised that the bot is still working. Like I could.
Dude, bot's killing it. I have a bot in my Twitch stream. If you go !bot. She calls me Zaddy. It's not a big deal. Hey, son of default. That's what your name is?
That's what I changed my nickname to. Wait, I wonder if the nickname module works. Nickname, Elon Musk.
How does
Good to
any of
get
that work?
secret.
Any of
Ryan
what?
Farber's juicy secret is that it's Ryan's birthday.
How did you
Wait.
put a bot in the Twitch chat? What does that even mean?
Well, basically, I'm obsessed with. I don't know. I had another dark viral and like I'm learning how to code stuff. So, I've been working on creating like a bot thing, and
Yeah, you guys have told me about it a little bit, but I don't know how it
Yeah.
works in Twitch. Like, what does
it's
that
still
mean?
it's still very much a prototype, but basically there's you know, on Discord, Twitch, on any of these platforms you can just have bots, and a bot is basically just like a little program that lives somewhere that can react to like commands and can like, you know, bots have been around for forever.
Okay.
You know, mostly just doing stuff like, oh, I want to hear music, or like you can like play games with it, or I don't know. There's probably some other bots in here in Mija's chat that do stuff.
Yeah, Twitch
know, like-
chat is pretty good with bots.
That's
Yeah,
Pretty well
but
integrated.
I want to make a bot that's like more general purpose that you can like talk to and interact with. That's
Right.
not. But yeah, very still prototype. Very much. This is
have you shown Tesla yet?
Well, actually, I'm working with someone in the bot department at SpaceX, and
In the
we're
bot department.
yeah. So, but I don't know. I'm still learning. There's a lot to learn and do, but I feel like I've gotten better at it, and I don't know. I feel like bots are the future.
That's cool.
I just want to be a bot at the end of the day, but
Dude,
I don't know.
I want to be a bot too.
Are you guys? You're making the Mija bot, right? Is that the?
We
that's
have a
the
Mija
thing
bot.
in development?
Yeah,
It's been in development
It
for
is.
years.
it's got a ways to go, but I take like, I also do a lot of stuff. I'm like trying to develop the back end of it, of like how everything works and like how everything gets interacted with, and then I have to like update the Mija bot, and it's all very tedious.
It's
but
very time consuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you have to, like, when I made my poetry bot, it's like you have to really take into consideration every possibility in the human language and the
Right.
interpretations of it, and
but
it's a lot.
I will say now, thanks to OpenAI, which is one of Elon's companies, we have
This is a
things
fucking
like
Elon Musk commercial, this whole video.
I know, I'm sorry, they're just doing so many incredible things. If you Google GPT-2 or GPT-3, there are these incredible AI resources that can generate text and stuff, and like
Nice.
so it makes it easier. So you don't have to consider every word in the English language anymore. You only have to. I don't know. We don't have to nerd out. I'm sorry. I get really excited about this stuff, but yeah, there's cool stuff happening in bots, and we will all be bots.
We will all be
Someday.
bots. All right. Well, I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time today. I also have to go to the post office before it closes. But let's watch this video again from the beginning for fun. Yeah. You down?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Woo, dinner.
Next album name still in beta. Yeah, that's real. I feel like my life is still in beta. My life is pre-alpha right now.
Yeah. The first phase.
Some can't be tamed.
On the real, the bot
All
hasn't been updated.
animals play games. I call the plague in my butterfly net.
Do you guys like how we put what was on the screen also on the laptop screen in the video? So meta. Oh my god, I can actually see the green screen inside the laptop, inside the laptop.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, we did. The dream one day was
All
to, you know, to
the
obviously have
noise
this be
escaping
a 3D
from my
environment, which is
voice.
relatively easy to do,
In my
but yeah.
We'll have to do another one of these.
I know.
Just keep making it a little better every time.
Yeah, I mean the whole setting up and recording and doing it, all that part was the easiest, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we go. There's the big sunset.
Can you hear it?
Shit, we're being closed in.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? So close. All animals play games. I call the plague in my butterfly net.
I'm super proud of this video, you guys.
Can be tamed. All animals play
I think I sent it to my dad and he sent it to like a ton of people in my family, like my grandparents and stuff. Like, my whole family is like hyped up right now because I'm hyped. I don't know. Nice. Yeah, it's very wholesome.
You're like, I've never seen anything like that before.
I know. I was like, I don't know if grandma's gonna know how to do this, but like, you know what, Dad, if you want to send it to her, you go ahead. I think she figured it out too. So that's like a good sign for
That
VR
is a good sign.
technology. Yeah.
If your
The
grandma can
other-
figure it out.
The other thing I love about this, and even though this is a very, you know, it's not as elaborate as some things as I've seen, obviously, but like VR and stuff, it requires such a collaboration between not only humans, but just like programs and skills. It's like literally you need to be able to do everything.
Yeah.
And to make a good, you know, I mean, like it is possible to do it all by yourself, but it's kind of hard to like, oh, I know how to 3D model, I know how to motion track, I know how to, you know, make music, I know how to do all these things. So it's like kind of you have to work on your collaboration skills as a human to be able to create this kind of stuff.
Definitely.
And it's, I don't know, it's pretty dope because like if you can master that, then you can create really beautiful things.
True.
Yeah.
True
Yeah.
words. Never been spoken. All right. Well, let's see here. How do I? Oop! I just moved that on accident. My bad. All right. Well, thank you, chat, for tuning into our little talk about nerd shit and videos and AI and
Microtonal music.
microtonal. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to play for our exit song. What is the I Am So Microtonal video, Ray? What's
Oh,
that called?
his name is Wabakashi.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
Got it.
Well.
I think it's
H
Mhm.
Wakabayashi. So WAKABAY Ashi. ASHY.
I Am So Microtonal.
I am so microtonal.
Microtonal.
He has some really amazing videos that have made me cry.
Aww.
There's one also called You Are So Microtonal.
Yeah, I want to play that one.
Yeah, that's it.
This is so good.
Oh my god, I love this. has another one called How to Wake Up from a Dream. Oh my god.
What? You turn into a rafflecopter? Oh, I love this song. I hope you guys have a great day today. I'll probably come back live tomorrow, maybe. But until then, enjoy this little microtonal noise. Thank you, Danny and Ryan, for coming on and talking to the people.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
fun.
thank you.
It was nice seeing you guys.
You too.
I hope y'all have a good New Year's. To you
Oh, yeah.
too and everyone out there. Stay safe.
Face reveal.
That's a thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh my god, face reveal!
So
Everyone, look at
strange.
Ryan.
Wait, come back.
Come back. We miss you.
Oh, yeah. Damn, you look really, really fast right now.
He's got his cool glasses on.
That was rough.
The man, the myth, the ledge.
Anyways, yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. I'm just mesmerized by this fucking video.
It sounds like if you took a Miyazaki movie and put it on like a really warped vinyl.
Yeah,
And just kind of like, yeah.
totally. All right, this will be the end of our stream. I will see you guys